Hello and welcome back. In today's lesson, we are going to focus on the main clauses, main statements, sentences, and subordinate clauses. For example, if clauses, when clauses, or as soon as clauses. Yes. In fact, yes, we do the same thing in writing a composition, for example. We need a main idea, and then we need some subordinate ideas to write a composition. And it is also like, or English learning is also like getting to know a city, for example, or learning a city. It is really a good metaphor. The city has got main streets and side streets, narrow streets, and they sometimes they intersect each other, okay? And sometimes, for example, there is a city square and you can see the more than one main streets and more than one side streets that they come together. Okay, English is also like this. So let's be aware of or let's recognize our main clauses and subordinate clauses in today's lessons. Okay. Okay, again, hello and welcome. Let's go ahead. Okay, yes, here are three gifts. Yes, here are three gifts. One of them says, set aside money. Okay, set aside money. And the other one says, save money. Yes, they have the same meaning. And for what? For what shall we set aside money, or for what shall we save money? Yes, it's a famous saying. We should save money for a rainy day, for a critical event, for a critical condition. Okay, yes. So, what is the use of setting aside money or saving money? What is the use of it? Okay, at least they say that, for example, if you save $1, it means that you earn $1. Yeah, it is so practical. Okay, what will happen if you save money? Yes, if you save money, it means that you don't waste it. You don't waste it, and you earn it again. You earn it again. Okay. Now, this is also a good principle about what? A good principle about money management. Yeah, money, in fact, a beautiful topic to talk about, to discuss. But of course, our subject is not talking about money. Our subject is talking about this. If you spend less than you earn, if clause, subordinate clause, okay? This is our main clause. You save money. You must save money. You should save money. You will save money. You are going to save money. You have to save money. This is our main clause, like a main street or like the main idea in a composition. And if you spend less than you earn, if you don't spend more than you earn, it means that you save money. A quite logical idea. Yes. But what about the gift? The gift says, a small boy says, well, I can't spend any money because he doesn't earn money, he doesn't make money, and if his parents give him some pocket money, then he can spend, but he says, well, I can't spend any money because I don't have any money. I have no money. Okay, yes, set aside money, a beautiful expression, collect money, okay, yes, save money, set aside, as I said, the same meaning. So set a budget, for example, set a budget or make a budget, also possible. So the GIF is about a budget, setting a budget, okay? Setting a budget or making a budget. Do you believe, for example, of course, it's a beautiful discussion point, but as I said, our topic is not to discuss about money management or making budgets, making money. Our topic is about talking clauses, yes, in English. Yes. Set aside some money for the future. If you have enough savings, you won't have money problem in an emergency, in a crisis. Yes. In a critical event, in a critical condition. Yes, it is logical. If you have enough savings, yes, I think in the USA, a lot of people have saving accounts. Yes, it is very famous and common. If you have enough savings in your saving accounts, you won't have money problem in an emergency. You will not have. You won't have. Yes, this is our subject matter in this page. Okay, trip 8, the first type, if clause, if plus present tense sentences, and then future. This is really important. We will emphasize it in the following slides. Okay. We plus as a subordinate clause with will or won't, can or can't, must or mustn't. Okay, dialogue 1. If they distort the results, we don't know, we don't have any idea about the results of what. Okay, but let's get the point here. If they distort, A says, if they distort the results, I will not work for them anymore. This is my decision, intention. Okay. What can you do? Yes. What can you do if you start spending your savings? Yes. What can you do? What will you do? What must you do? All three are possible. What must you do? What can you do if you start spending your savings? What kind of sign does it give? Okay. What does it signify? Okay. What can you do if you start spending your savings? Okay. So, of course, if you are in a difficult situation and if you have started spending your savings, then you should look for a new job. Okay. Or you should start a new job. Okay. So the simple answer is this. If I start spending my savings, I will look for a new job, or I must look for a new job, or I can look for a new job. Now, main clauses and subordinate or dependent. They depend on the main clause, okay? For example, there are main streets in a city, and there are dependent streets, main streets and dependent streets. The branches of the main street. So the dependent clauses are the branches of main clause. They feed, okay? They feed the main clause. For example, if you know conditional sentences, if clauses, you will express your main ideas by means of them. Yes, you will, or you can express your main ideas clearly, more clearly by means of them. Just a main clause, just as main clauses require, want subordinate clauses, dependent clauses, main ideas also need subordinate ideas. How can we write a composition without subordinate ideas? Okay, it is impossible. We just say our main idea, but we cannot expand it. We cannot feed it. We cannot develop our main idea without the subordinate ideas. Okay, if we don't have subordinate ideas, we cannot develop our main idea. Okay, this is also a fact. Yes, dialogue 2. Yes, please, let's recognize the dependent clauses and main clauses. For example, if you don't earn more money, this is dependent clause, if clause. If you don't earn more money, you can't buy that bicycle for your son. You can't buy that bicycle for your son is the main clause. Okay. What else can't you do? I can't buy whatever I want. Okay. How can you make money from your home? How can you make money from your home? I can make money from my home by using a part of my home as home office, as an office. Okay. Dialogue 3. If you leave earlier than usual, if you leave earlier than normal, you may not see the boss. You may not see the boss. This is the main clause. You may not see the boss. What may happen or what will you do if you leave the meeting later than usual? Yes, let's start with the dependent clause. If I leave the meeting later than usual, I may come home later than usual, later than normal. Okay. And if I, for example, if I leave the meeting later than usual, I will inform my family that I will be late, or I will inform my family about my delay. Let's go ahead. Dialogue 4. Now, if we get hungry, imagine a situation like this. For example, you and the people around you, a few people around you are hungry. So if we are hungry or if we get hungry, we may, this is the main clause, we may buy some fish and fry it. What else may we do if we become hungry this evening? We may go to a restaurant. We may go out to a restaurant. Okay? Or we may boil potatoes and make a potato salad. Okay. If we get hungry, if we become hungry, if we feel hungry. If we feel hungry is the subordinate clause. Okay. Altair Cook said, yes, a meaningful sentence. If the computers take over, they take the control of us. If the computers take over, which seems to be their natural tendency in parentheses. So this is the main clause. It will serve us right. It will serve us right. And this situation will be will benefit to us, will be beneficial for us. It will serve us right. If the computers take over. Sorry. It's very hot. Let me take off my pullover. Okay. Okay, yes, this is the situation if the computers take over. So the computers do all the things. Yes, they will be the managers. Okay, administrators. Okay, the computer says we are hiring, employing, we are going to employ technical support specialist. Okay, technical support specialist, of course. Computers are dependent on human beings, in fact. Yes. They work according to the programs of the people. Okay. A caricature, a really interesting cartoon. Are computers taking over us? The father says, someday, the newspaper says that someday computers will take over our lives, will take the control of our lives. Someday, yeah, mother gets surprised. And someday, look at around, look at our daughter. She is always busy with the computer. So the computer has already taken over our children. Yeah, look at the little one in front of a laptop, and the third one on the armchair also is busy with a computer. Okay, so there is no need to wait to see that fact. There is no need to wait for someday. It has already happened. Computers have already taken over our lives. Is better. Okay. Okay, another GIF here. I am not afraid of computers taking over the world. Yes, I think it's also logical because they are always under the control of human beings. Okay. Although sometimes we may depend on computers, but computers always depend on us. Okay. Are you afraid that computers will take over? No, I am not afraid of it. It here, no, I am not afraid that computers will take over. Okay. No, I am not afraid of their taking over. Okay. Dialogue 5. If David's green car breaks down, if David Green's car breaks down, he will go to the car fair on his horse. Will David Green pollute the air if he goes there by driving his car or by riding his horse? Okay, I am back and I started recording again. Okay, let's continue. Yes, let me read dialogue 5 again. If David Green's car breaks down, he will go to the car fair on his horse. Will David Green pollute the air if he goes there by driving his car or by riding his horse. Of course, David Green will pollute there if he goes there by driving his car. Okay. Now, first type, if present, subordinate clause is in present tense, but main clause is in imperative. Okay, like this. If it is 7 o'clock, switch on the device. Okay, switch on. Turn on, start. Turn on the device. When shall I switch off the device? If it is 9 o'clock, in fact, when is better here? When it is, okay? When it is 9 o'clock, switch off the device. Okay. When shall I turn on the lights? When it is 11 o'clock, when it is 11 o'clock, turn on all the lights. Okay. 7a, if or when you see Tolga, if you see Tolga, okay? Or when you see Tolga, when it reminds us the time, okay? At the time you see Tolga, okay? But if means on the condition that, if there is the condition that you see Tolga, okay? If you see Tolga, both are suitable. Or when you see Tolga, give him this file. What shall I do with this drone? If you see Marco, give him this drone. What shall I do with this camera? If you see my brother, give him this camera. What shall I do with this map? If you see the captain, give him this map. Okay, what shall I do with my money? What shall I do with my money? I advise you to have a saving account. Yes, I advise you to have a saving account. Okay. 8, if you have the symptoms of the COVID Omicron, have a test. Yes, have a test here is the main clause and imperative. What shall I do if I have a stomachache? If you have a stomachache, have some mineral water. Okay, or see the doctor. Go to the hospital. What shall I do if I have a headache? If you have a headache, take an aspirin. Okay. First type again in present, but this time should, shouldn't, ought to, had better. Had better means 99% should, okay? Had better, should. If you have the flu, you should have a rest, or you had better have a rest. Had better modal phrase. Should is modal, had better is modal phrase. You had better have a rest. What should I do if I have a stomachache? If you have a stomachache, you had better see a doctor. What should I do if I have a headache? If you have a headache, you should take an aspirin, or you had better, okay? You had better take an aspirin. Dialogue 10, if the road is icy, you had better, yeah, you should. You had better drive slowly and carefully. What should I do if I make a mistake? If you make a mistake, you should be sorry for it, of course. You should be sorry for it, but you should take a lesson. You should take your lesson from that mistake. You had better manage your mistake. Okay. You had better, you should benefit from your mistake. And you should never do it again. You shouldn't do it again. You had better not, okay? You had better not make that mistake again. Okay. Okay, you ought to, or you should, or you ought to. You ought to take a lesson from your mistake. You ought to learn your lesson from it. Okay. And I advise you not to make it again. Okay. If you go to Istanbul, this is dependent clause. If you go to Istanbul, you had better visit Topkapi. You had better visit Topkapi Palace. What else should you visit? You should visit Galata Tower. Okay. Or you had better visit Galata Tower. You ought to visit Galata Tower. If you go to Istanbul, never return to your country without visiting Topkapı. Okay. Okay, just like if clause, there are after clause, before clause, once clause, until clause, when clause, as soon as clause, and plus simple present tense, okay? Normally, and then future tense. The main clauses are in future tenses. But those subordinate clauses are in simple present. For example, after I feed the sheep tomorrow, I will set up. Okay? Tomorrow. We don't use will here. After I feed, simple present. After I feed the sheep tomorrow, I will set up. This is the crux of the matter. This point is really important. After I feed, okay? No will, no shall, no going to. Okay. After I feed this sheep tomorrow, I will set up. What will you do? What will you do? Main clause. When you arrive in Konya next Monday. When you arrive in Konya next Monday. Okay? When I arrive in Konya next Monday, I will visit Mevlana Celaleddin Rumi. Okay. Now, as soon as she sets the table, as soon as close, okay? As soon as she sets the table, she will call us, she will phone us, she will telephone us, she will ring us. Before she calls us, we will go shopping. Before she calls us, before close, okay? As soon as close, before close. Before subject, verb, object. Before she calls us, before she telephones us, comma. Will she go shopping? No, she will not go shopping before she calls us. Or yes, she will go shopping before she calls us, according to the situation. Now, dialogue 14. Before Gökhan buys that car, he will see his father. What will Gökhan do before he sees his father? Gökhan will telephone the owner of the car before he sees his father. After close. After Cihat studies his lessons, he will drink tea today, okay? Or tomorrow afternoon. What will Cihat do after he drinks tea? After he drinks tea, he will join a meeting. He will join a meeting. Onur will sing the song. This is the main clause. Onur will sing the song while they are dancing halay. Okay? while close, while they are dancing, halay. Turkish folkloric dance, halay. Who will cook the fish while they are dancing? Selma Hanım will cook the fish, or Onur's mother will cook the fish while they are dancing tomorrow or next Sunday. 17. Jerry won't talk anything until he meets their manager. Okay, until close, until he meets their manager. What won't Catherine do until she meets their manager? She won't write anything. She won't write anything until she meets their manager. Okay. Or she won't buy anything until she meets their manager. 18a. If Rasim learns something new, okay, if Rasim learns something new when he is in Norway, entre parentheses, he will share them with you. Okay, this is the main clause. He will share them with you. Let me read it again. If Rasim learns something new when he is in Norway, okay, he will share them with you. What will you do if you learn something new here? If I learn something new here in New York, I will immediately write them down. Okay. Now, this is really practical. You can produce tens of hundreds of sentences. If we want, okay, you, me, he, she, okay, if we want, if I want, if you want, if she wants, if he wants, if your father wants, if your teacher wants, okay. If we want, we can learn something new every single day, or day by day, or every day is enough. If we want, we can learn something new every day, or every single day. If you want, we can learn something new day by day. Okay, now quiz time. Quiz tour for trip 8. Please choose the correct alternative. Question 1. She's blank a letter to her sister. She is. So, right, wrong, okay. Wrote is second form, written third form. Writing, yes, we learned this. Okay, after emizar, verbs become ing form. Okay, they take ing. She is writing a letter to her sister. 2. Sally blank eat a big breakfast every morning last year. A, B, C, D, E. Used to. Yes, Sally used to eat a big breakfast every morning last year, but this year she doesn't eat a big breakfast. Okay? Used to. 3. He made every effort, blank his exams. He made every effort, blank his exams. Why did he make every effort? Okay? What was his purpose? To do what? Did he make every effort? He made every effort to, where is it? To pass, or in order to pass. Okay? We will learn them, we will study them in the advanced level more, of course. Okay, to pass is enough. In fact, it is in order to pass, in order to pass his exams. They blank married for 40 years. So there is a period. Okay. So they is not if there is, for example, last year, 10 years ago, okay, then where is possible? Okay, but now it says for 40 years, for 40 years. So C is true. They have been married for 40 years. They were married 40 years ago. They are still married, okay? So they have been married for 40 years. Okay. 5. After she blank birth to her baby, she'll need to do some exercises. After she will need the main clause needs future. The subordinate after clause does not need future, present tense is enough. Okay, after she gives, where is gives? Or has given. After she gives birth to her baby, or present perfect is also possible. After she has given birth to her baby, so there is the completion of the action. Yes, after she has given birth to her baby, she will need to do some exercises. Okay. Now it's time to increase our vocabulary. Now, wind turbine. Wind turbine, you know this, these are wind turbines. Why are there wind turbines? Why are they wind turbines? There are wind turbines to do what? To convert. Yes. To convert wind power into electricity. Or why are there wind turbines? There are wind turbines for, okay, for converting wind power into electricity. So there are wind turbines to generate, okay, to produce, to generate electricity from wind power. Okay. I am certain that, adjective that, I am certain that every country will use wind turbines as the energy source. Are you certain or doubtful that people will use wind turbines globally? I am certain that, yes, I am certain that people will use wind turbines globally. Are you certain or doubtful about using wind turbines globally? I am certain about. Okay, I am certain about using, verb ing, using wind turbines globally. Okay, vigilance. Vigilance, yes. Vigilance. Close and continuous attention, yes. Strong attention. Okay, close and continuous attention. Vigilance. It's vital that we have vigilance each to be safe from danger, of course. Why is it also vital that we inspire children to be vigilant or to be attentive? It is also vital that we inspire children to be vigilant because or so that they walk safely, they speak safely, they work safely, they study safely. Okay. What else is vital to remain or stay safe and reliable? Of course, our health is also vital to remain safe and reliable. Okay. Stance, attitude or stand. Our stance is essential. Our attitude is essential. Our stand is essential. We should know where we stand and how to act, how to behave accordingly. Okay? So there are 2 points here, I think. First point is our stance is very important, first of all, and our action is also very important. We should act according to our stance, our attitude. First of all, in the first place, we should have an ideal attitude, a good attitude, and then we should act according to our attitude, our stand. our stance. Three are possible. Okay. Isn't it exciting to be getting your goal closer and closer? Of course. Yeah, imagine that you are approaching, okay? You are approaching your goal day by day. Okay, you are getting your goal closer and closer. It must be very exciting, yes. And we are excited because of that exciting situation. Imagine that somebody is getting closer and closer to his or her goal. How does that person feel while he or she is getting closer and closer to their goal? Of course, they feel excited because the situation is exciting. Okay. Okay, this is really important in English. Noun of noun. For example, Rashid is not a person of that type. Rashid is not a person of that type. He is a person of honesty. He is a person of diplomacy. May or let. Let things change for the better, not for the worse. Yes, for the better, for the worse. Okay. May things change, develop for the better, not for the worse. Okay, ways of. For a better purpose, or for a better success, we need better ways of thinking, better ways of thinking, of learning, better ways of learning, better ways of praying, and better ways of performing, applying, better ways of using true principle, the true principle. Yes, better ways of doing something. Okay, thank you very much. And goodbye for now. See you next time.